Hello, a very warm welcome to yet another exciting time on Sunday Magazine, reaching you live from the Unity Station, 80 Channel 5 Abuja. Tonight is well loaded because we have a whole lot. We have messages from the pulpit, First Lady on World Teachers Day. Now, there's a saying that water no get enemy, but how true is the statement, especially during the rain? And 20 priestly ordination, entertainment, and sports. All this will be coming your way in just a moment. I am your uncle, Serafina Okunbumekwe. Let's begin with teachers, whom many describe as nation builders. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, says shortage of teachers is a global challenge the world must confront with urgency by empowering educators, investing in their growth, and inspiring more to join this noble profession. In her message marking this year's World Teachers' Day, with the theme focusing on global teacher shortage, the First Lady highlights the need to draw more attention to one of the society's noble professions, saluting teachers on their special day. The First Lady herself, a lifelong teacher, described them as true heroes who shape minds, nurture dreams, and guide generations. Away from that, let's talk religion now. Churches and the Federal Capital Territory observed Sunday worship, capitalizing on the momentum of Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary celebrations. Religious correspondent Deborah Gazaji Michael was at the Throne of Mercy Parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God and the Gospel Light Redemption Church in Cairo and brought back this report.
The virtual church service at the Throne Room, led by Pastor Enoch Adeboye, expressed gratitude to God for Nigeria, its leaders and fellow patriots.
Uphold every values of Nigeria. So we have, you can see me, it's not by accident, we plan it. Every year, a week before, is announced that on Sunday is Nigeria Independence Celebration. Today is not just our Thanksgiving, we are celebrating Nigeria's 65th birthday. And this is our country and we love it. And we are thanking God, we can only believe God to make it better for us.
Resident Pastor Lani Benjamins, in a powerful message, emphasized that now is the time to stand together and defeat the enemies of progress.
Nigeria will work, but it takes us all to put in all it takes to work. We must work with one mind. We must sacrifice. It has to be selfless and not self-centered. We must discard whatever it is that looks like disunity.
Isaiah 7:9. Ephraim shall be ended, and a new celebration of ending corruption, oppression shall now come into emergence and glorious visibility.
A similar message resonated at the Gospel Light Redemption Church in Cairo. The congregation was reminded that Christians must prioritize service to humanity, put past mistakes behind, and work towards building a better Nigeria. Pastor Fatmi urged Nigerians to end the blame game and move forward in unity.
Whatever achievement we thought we have achieved, we should take it back. Whatever failure that we think we have had, whether leadership, whether it's in the course of nation building, we should push them aside and set new goals. Run with it and we would surely get it. I have this unfailing assurance that Nigeria is a work in progress and Nigeria will do well. Nigeria will excel.
The service was also a celebration of the pastor, as 1st October also happened to be his birthday.
Many thanks, Deborah. Indeed, Nigeria is a project. Well, it was a moment of praise and worship at the National Christian Center as worshippers gathered to celebrate this year's independence anniversary. Now, Nigerians and their friends from across the world prayed for the country under the theme Nigeria must not die, seeking improved security. Talib Amole reports.
In celebration of this year, 2025, Nigeria's Independence Day, dignitaries and worshippers converged at the National Christian Center, Abuja, under the theme Nigeria Must Not Die, to praise and pray to God for the country's continuity and dedicate our future into glory and prosperity. The convener of the program, God's Will Keenan, and other invited guests speak further.
And the purpose of this gathering is unity. That Nigeria, if we are united together, if the youth stop doing things they are not supposed to do and they work hard. People ask me, why is it that the gospel is not doing what it did in other parts of the world?
I'm here because I want to pray that Nigeria should not die in our own time, especially me, because I've seen that God has given Reverend Kenan the mandate to carry this assignment. It's a divine assignment.
Even the Christians had these crusades where they would mix religion with military and government and march against the Middle East. So we want to be cautious. At the same time, to have in the Bible we have kings and priests, and so the leaders can have godly counsel from the people of God.
Whatsoever it is that have turned Nigeria upside down, the Bible speaking in the book of Numbers 14 verse 28, it says, as truly as I live, says the Lord, whatsoever I hear you say I will do. We have not received because we've not asked.
Well, I always believe that pray as if all depends on prayer, walk as if all depends on walk, determined to change as if all depends on that. So it's a combination of everything. If you think that prayer completely is not needed, I think you are living in deception. But if you also think that it is only prayer that can change Nigeria, you are also living in deception.
Always live a sacrificial and thankful life. It's a message from the Archbishop of Uyo, Most Reverend John Aya, during the 20th priestly ordination anniversary Thanksgiving of Reverend Father Stephen Akpan in Abuja. Asabi Williams has details.
Mass of Thanksgiving as parishioners converged on St. Josephine Bakita for the priestly ordination anniversary of Reverend Stephen Akpan alongside two other priests who were all ordained in 2005. In his homily, the representative of the Bishop of Uyo reiterated the need for an upright life, reminding the celebrants that they were chosen by God and emphasizing that people will be judged by their deeds.
Those things that God has given to you, not by your power or your might, is given to you out of love to care for the poor around you. Be kind, be generous, be thankful. God will bless you.
For the chief celebrant, the only surviving child of his parents, this milestone is a time for thanksgiving.
The past 20 years, I must tell you, it has never been difficult at all. I have not regretted, because the same grace of God that put me there has been sustaining me for the past 20 years. And I believe that that same grace will sustain me for many more years in good health.
There have been moments of challenges too. Moments that have caused us a lot of pains and tears. But in all, God is to be glorified because His grace and strength has never departed from us for these 20 years.
As part of the celebration, a book was launched to help strengthen married lives.
Once you enter into that marriage, you are simply given the opportunity that the church allows you to receive sacrament or receive communion in the church and remain in good communion, but not a sacrament. So I want to warn Catholics to be careful the ways they step out of the Catholic Church into what we call the disparity of God marriage.
Father started there with us. Immediately after his ordination, we were posted to this parish.
And ever since, I've never worked in any other parish. He has been in the seminary teaching, and he's 20 years today in our parish. We're celebrating. The book he has written today is for us to enlighten us more about marriage. It's good for couples and also good for those that are intending to become couples.
Many marriages are consummated in Abuja here, not making reference to the parents of the girl or the man. They just see themselves all in the town and decide to come together in the name of marriage. It's becoming a challenge. That is why Father is educating us today that marriage should not be done that way.
For the congregation would like the psalmist echoed, "My soul proclaims your greatness."
Thank you so much, Asabi Williams. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has expressed satisfaction with the level of work on the ongoing road project of the Airport Expressway to Kuje. The minister gave the expression during an inspection tour of some ongoing projects. Onoze Yakubu reports.
Slowly but steadily, the ongoing construction of the Airport Expressway to Kuje town is work in progress. After several visits to the site, Nyesom Wike applauds the commitment of the contractor for showing capacity to deliver on schedule.
Just like what you saw on the table, it's quite amazing with the huge infrastructure and the expenditure government had made for the people of Buye district. Again, it is in line, it's in tandem with the Renewed Hope agenda.
The minister assures that the security architecture of the nation's capital has been improved upon, especially with the flag off of the Light Up Abuja project, while efforts have been put in place to ensure improved sanitary condition of the capital city.
Light Up Abuja is not just to beautify the city, it's also to improve security. This is bound to happen, and I don't want us to take that to mean that the city is not safe. If there's one safe city in this country, I think Abuja is.
The minister also inspected road and other infrastructure projects in Wuye district.
The FCT Fire Service has put out a late evening fire which began about 7 p.m. Saturday night at the Day Timber Market. Eyewitnesses were unable to state the exact cause of the fire, although some people around the area say it may have been due to electrical surge after power supply was restored at about that time. The inferno raised about one full line of 10 shops before officers of the FCT Fire Service succeeded to put out the fire. Eyewitnesses also say the damage could have been more devastating, but for the prompt arrival of firefighters.
Reaching the scene of the incident of the fire that occurred 9 p.m. last night, we were not able to see the affected traders. Eyewitnesses could not determine the exact cause, but some people in the area speculate it might have been due to an electrical surge after power was restored.
Yesterday there's weather where woman will get the other shop called make it come where the iron door for her. So after that we left around 7:30. So everybody don't go. So just around 9 to 10, smoke, you just see smoke.
Service will come, we don't pour water. We say the zinc now, is covered, the fire now they catch inside. For those fire service now come, we come pour.
The fire destroyed about one full line of shops before firefighters successfully brought it under control. Witnesses praised the prompt arrival of the firefighters, saying it minimized the damage.
We're going on a quick break. The program continues in just a moment. Stay with us.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me. And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The station NTA Channel 5, Abuja, would say have a lovely day.
Welcome back now to Health Business. The fight against cancer has received a boost with the launch of the Mariam Atwande Cancer Support Foundation. Hakimat Aliu was at the official launch of Cancer Awareness Symposium, an initiative which advocates this desire as a step to closing and reducing burden and stigma around cancer in Nigeria.
It was an inspiring gathering in Abuja as the event brought together cancer survivors, advocates and health experts, all united by a single purpose: to change the narrative about cancer in Nigeria.
For Nigeria Cancer Society, which is the umbrella body of all cancer advocates in Nigeria. So we're always very happy when we see a new baby like this organization being born to add voice to the art of creating awareness to make you know that cancer can be managed, particularly a survivor.
We are one of the people that encouraged her to speak up and to also form this initiative. So we are like a collaborator, because for us at Nest of Hope, we believe that collaboration is the only way we can change the narratives.
At the heart of this event is a story of courage and hope. Mariam Atwande, herself a cancer survivor, turned her personal battle into a mission, establishing the foundation to raise awareness, support patients, and promote early detection and care for cancer sufferers across the country.
I was diagnosed 2022, and it was the darkest period of my life. I had a 2-year-old child, and I really did not know much about cancer even before then. I would say 13 years ago there were signs for me, but nobody told me what to do. Going to the hospital, I was dismissed. I was told it is nothing, and somehow 13 years down the line, the same breast cancer came, the same hormonal issue.
The event also featured the inauguration of the foundation's advisory board, with Dr. Femi Lanrioke as the chairman.
They are going to bring self-awareness and to guide people into action and give necessary support for cancer patients, so that, because the owner of the foundation is a survivor, and she's taking the message to all the nook and cranny and how people can have early detection and early prevention.
Other cancer support organizations were also present, pledging to collaborate with the new foundation in advocacy, patient care, and policy engagement.
Meanwhile, the Dangote group of companies say its vision is strategically to foster valuable opportunities to meet actions where futures are built. The group made this known during the Dangote Day event as the 20th Abuja International Trade Fair passed into full swing. Onoto Yakubu brings us the unfolding story from the Abuja Chambers of Commerce and Industry, where innovation meets ambition on Dangote Day.
It begins where commerce meets vision. The 2025 Abuja International Trade Fair marks its 20th year as a crossroad of trade exchange, innovation, and business matchmaking. And on this Dangote Day, the atmosphere pulses with the beat of enterprise. With a footprint spanning sugar to cement, fertilizer to trucks, packaging to petroleum, the Dangote Group transforms flaws into factories and ideas into industries. a conglomerate built on earth, powered by people, and propelled by purpose. The group says Dangote presents a valuable opportunity to engage with key stakeholders and boost intra-African trade and investments.
Consumption is power, and when the power is directed towards local content, it becomes a force for national transformation. At Dangote Group, we remain committed to ensuring that every product we make continues to reflect not just industrial ambition, but also a deep responsibility to Nigeria and to Africa, our continent.
The Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry hosts convergence to unlock bold opportunities, engaging local creators, global buyers, and regional stakeholders. Its goal is to foster business growth through networking, capacity and capability building, as well as trade missions that break boundaries.
The business relationship between the ACCI and the Dangote Group is multidimensional. It covers trade promotion, supply chain linkages, policy advocacy, skills development, and corporate social responsibility.
This year, Dangote leads the charge, not just to exhibit, but to elevate ideas. A showcase of nearly all strategic business units unfolded, with each product making a statement and each booth a gateway to new markets. The Dangote Group believes that its presence is more than symbolic. It is a structural blueprint for building the self.
Have you ever had a bite of a desired delicacy but could not chew because it was mouthful and discomforting as well? Well, this is the case with the desired rainy season but got more than necessary discomfort in humanity. This metaphor speaks well of Asopada community, once relatively quiet settlement in Maraba area of the FCT. As the dawn cast into another day, the desired rain, which turned perennial, lasted several hours in a nearby Odamarachi Ikemefuna. It spelt a doom as the forceful waves of water smashed her in horrifying situation where every effort to save her failed to count. Correspondent Rosemary Mortiling-Bilal visited the scene and has this update.
It was meant to be a simple errand, but it became a nightmare for parent of 16-year-old Amarachiki Ekemefona, an SS3 student of Noah's Ark International Academy in but never returned. She was swept away.
Go toilet and was okay. Go and come. Immediately when she was there, I didn't know what happened. Before I knew it, people were shouting, and around there I saw my daughter on top the rock. Before then, the water had filled everywhere. No way for her to come down. So people was there trying to rescue her. She was there crying. I was there crying for help. I couldn't find help.
Residents recount the horrifying moment Amarachi slipped under the surging waters.
There were 3 of them who went there, herself and the 2 sisters. But when the water was coming, the 2 sisters managed to jump to the other side. While she was trying to jump, before she would jump, the water has taken over.
So this thing caught, the rope caught. So that's how that thing happened.
Despite frantic efforts, no one could reach her in time. Father describes the incident as heartbreaking and calls for urgent interventions in form of drainage systems and embankments to protect the community from further tragedies. The government and emergency services must do their part. Rosemary Mortiling-Bilal, NTA News.
Flooding.
Many thanks, Rosemary. Well, it's not about the drainages alone. Those building on waterways should be checked. Well, it's time to head to the entertainment desk for happening in that industry.
Nigerian comedian
D1 has completed a 52-hour stand-up comedy performance, setting a new Guinness World Record. The event, which took place at Palazzo in Lagos, was attended by several Nigerian celebrities. D1's achievement is subject to official verification by Guinness World Record. Meanwhile, multi-award-winning radio host and music executive Real Skills has been appointed as the Chief Operating Officer. Lastly, Shane Black. The film is a deadpan action comedy that follows Parker, a professional robber, as he navigates a complex web of crime and deception. The film features a talented cast, including Lakeith Stanfield and Keegan Michael Key.
Where's my money?
Christ! I needed him alive! It was a big score.
Many thanks, Wendogo. He's also standing by with sports updates.
Of overtaking South Africa in their World Cup qualifying group have been dealt a blow. Despite South Africa's 3-point deduction,